Hello. Hello, friends. I had this whole bit, supposedly. Ah! It's working? Okay, so I can show Space Engineers at least. I can show Space Engineers, but I can't show Microsoft Paint for some reason on Twitch. Weird. I have this. I have the stream on my phone. Can I see? I'm just gonna lower the volume so I don't hear it twice. I'm pretty sure I can hear myself now. This is one viewer. Nice. 1 minute, 25 session. I better tell people that I'm live. Hello, Internet. I am live. We ball. Let's do this. Alright, 8:01. I might as well start. I might as well practice while nobody's here yet. Hello guys, welcome to the stream. My name is Techni. I am new to streaming. This is my first official stream. I have titled it that time I started streaming in my current life without powers because I am an isekai nerd. Excuse me. So I like Space Engineers. I played Space Engineers 1. My cousin actually introduced it to me a long time ago, but I kept playing long after he stopped. I have coffee. So my goal. Oh, we have a viewer. Hello, viewer. Hi. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be that creepy. So, hello. My name is Techni. I will be streaming for you today, you lovely sir or madam. That may have been laying it on a little thick, but hey, it's my stream. Let's see what happens. See where this goes. I'll be playing Space Engineers 2. A little bit of background for y'all. I played a lot of the original Space Engineers game, Space Engineers 1, as it's affectionately known. It was introduced to me by my cousin way back when it was like in alpha, and I kept playing long after he stopped. Lo and behold, Space Engineers 2. I make voices every now and then. I hope nobody finds that offensive. Anyway, what are we gonna do now? Today, I want to make so Space Engineers 2 right now has a creative mode and a survival mode. I'm just gonna go into new game. This is survival mode. You can't you can't have planets yet in the creative mode, so if you really want to play with planets, you have to do the survival mode. So you can't do the fun stuff in creative and survival. So what I'm trying to do, what my goal for the stream and probably future streams, at least in the foreseeable future, is try to build a ship that I really like, and then put it into, then use that, and then build it out in survival game mode. Let's go! I actually haven't gotten far into building the ship yet, but that's fine. I tend to start one section of the ship and then give up and then play some other game. So here's to hoping that the stream will actually keep me focused on target. So this is what I have so far. I know, right? What am I looking at? What is this gray blob? What is this thing? This is the butt, the back of the ship. All right, this is the back. You're supposed to get in from here, go inside, push, and then I intend for this central area to be habitation, and then the left is the port, and starboard side will have some sort of engineering. This is the don't look at that other ship. I can do better. We have technology. Place. This is the one of the first proper ships I've made. Quote unquote proper ships I've made in the game. It is very bare bones. It is, but it has all the piping that's required. It has a big thruster, so you know it goes fast. The design language speaks about notice how it looks like a anyway, moving on to the interior, it is very simple design. It was not made it wasn't really made to be opened in space, but this is creative, so it's fine. And oxygen hasn't been implemented yet. This is how it looks like inside. You have a little storage area. You do have a seat that isn't functional yet. You have a little kitchenette, the toilet. I didn't bother too much with privacy. Okay, I didn't bother too much with privacy because I kind of intended this to be like you live here, so you don't have to worry too much about privacy. But at the same time, I know what you're thinking. What about the smell? It's space. There's fancy air filters and stuff. Okay, so that's my explanation for now. There's a bed and that's the shower. So yeah, it's very cute. I do not know what is making all that noise. But so because it's a quite a small ship, a lot of the stuff had to be mounted inline and on top. I don't know why I wanted to keep it so small, but here we have the bridge cockpit. And the interesting thing about Space Engineers 2 over Space Engineers 1 is that you can actually refuel, quote unquote. Oh, there are buttons. I just noticed there are buttons. Huh. Buttons. It would be so funny, like, if you click this button, and it just forcefully ejects the battery and then hits me on the head. I'm not a masochist. But I can actually go here, take that out, and take that out, and that kills the ship. See, it's red. That's how you know it's off, and that stopped moving. So if I just put those back. Amazing! So I went with a raised platform to emphasize the importance of the control seat over here. And like if you view it from here, the view actually isn't that bad. Yeah. There. You can even see the ground like over there. Yes. So the reason why I'm not using this ship in survival is because I am not happy with it at all. Something about it's too small. It doesn't exactly okay. It doesn't exactly have the storage that I need for survival. Uh, the cargo container is up here. It just feels kind of awkward, and I know I can do better. So yeah, there's that. Excuse me, I need to burp. Oh, okay. Forget that happened. So let's see. So these landing gears were kind of an afterthought. I started on the main body of the ship. I actually started the ship from the front and then worked my way through the back. So there tends to be a lot of weirdness going on about it. And I don't like these flat panels on top. So, what better way to fix a problem by starting a a new solution, a new ship, a new ship. That's why I wanted to show a little bit of MS Paint, actually. So I have a design in mind So I zoom out over here. Like I said earlier, this entire area will be habitation. Still can't decide if I want to fit like one or two people. I'm thinking one or two because the ship is gonna be that much bigger than the Mark One. For reference, the Mark One was the ship I showed you there earlier. I am going to take a sip of coffee. Give me a bit. Let's go. Sweet, sweet Joe. Please let me know if the audio is blowing out. So yeah, I kind of like the interior of the Mark One that out there. Ooh, I don't like that. I'm still getting used to the controls. So yeah. So in the Mark One, we had the bed over here, toilets over here, and the kitchen over there. I feel like that's an optimal arrangement because you obviously don't want the bed to be the first thing you see. It's I know I talked about privacy with this, but like it just doesn't feel secure and safe to have the bed all the way over there. And like if you're doing a grocery run with your ship or something, come in, you unload the you unload your groceries on the kitchen counter, you put stuff into your locker, you take off your pants, take off your shirt, and then you just doom scroll on on your bed while you procrastinate doing your contracts. Damn, that hit harder than it should have been. So yeah. So I kind of want this to be my home away from home. Space Engineer story right now, Space Engineer 2 story right now isn't much. At least I haven't gotten that too far in. But I really just want to be able to do it in style, you know? Supposedly, your brother gets left behind on the ship and you have to scavenge for supplies and go on this adventure and all that. So, like, well, what better way to clown on him than with a really fancy ship? Yeah. All right. So, as you can see here from the back, since this is the entranceway, the design is going to be a whole lot bigger. It's going to be a whole lot bigger. It's going to be a whole lot heavier. And, well, just better, I hope. So, I have the back sort of planned out. I feel like the optimal way to do this is to sort of build it like that. Because I still want to maintain the cockpit front, sort of. And I really want to make it look nice, like this thing over here. No, I didn't want to say this, but I started building this ship because because I like building ships. Because I was inspired by the Star Citizen Zeus. I just really love the design language of that. And I know this doesn't exactly look like the Zeus, but it is heavily inspired by it. Then I realized that there are a lot of systems in Space Engineers 2 that aren't existent yet. One like oxygen. So I planned this to actually quite big, as you can see. So it would be a whole lot harder to retrofit a ship that big over something I plan to be like hmm, one. So this is one length. Two, yeah, probably like three lengths. Three of these lengths. So it's like one, two, three. Probably about that long. I'm gonna make it about yay wide. The difficulty is like I want to keep this high wing sort of setup with that one over there. At the same time, I want to mount these components, these components on the side in a way that's accessible. That that eh, excuse me, that is accessible from the interior without having to go outside I feel like that'll really that'll really bring this ship to life. Feel me? Right now I'm talking a lot because I don't want to put stuff and then go back on it. But one of the things that I'm planning out right now is this triple intersection. So one, two, three. Again, like I said before, this leads to habitation. But another plan, because I didn't anticipate how skinny this pathway would be. And while a skinny pathway is fine in my opinion, oh, it's moving. Oops. Let me fix that. Oops. 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 There we go. While a skinny pathway is fine, especially for a maintenance area, I feel like maybe it might be better if I kind of just do something like this. Look. Oops, I should not swear. I should not swear. I forgot how to switch. There we go. It's control. So instead of the door and then it leads to three areas, I was thinking like maybe I could just I could just straight up make this an airlock. So let's make it nice. So one, two, three, four, make it five. Five. I can just make that an airlock. And then I can just have the port and starboard maintenance access like this. And then I'll still have the habitation up here. While this makes sense to some extent, this makes sense to me because, well, it's just plain easier to access. There's a little bit more space over here. I could just remove this block over here like that. And then that's it. Obviously, I'm still gonna have to build this out, but I'm not sure. It does take away a little bit of space from the habitation area. It does bring out, like, instead of having just this area for for movement, for walking, this entire area is now dedicated to moving around. And in a small ship, space is a luxury. That's why I love building small-ish ships, because I have the added challenge of making things accessible by foot. I don't have the luxury of designing ventilation shafts or maintenance access ways. What you see is what you get. And with small ships, yeah, you can mount things on the outside and then have it uh, serviced this way. At the same time, it's space engineers, it's space. I want to keep my people safe in a weird way. Hey, I don't know why I'm talking. Wow, I've been talking for 20 minutes about space engineers. This is totally new for me. I'm going to take another sip of coffee right now. Sweet Joe. So, so right now, I feel like my best option is to go with what I initially planned at first. And that is, wait, what the? So far. Huh? Was it like this earlier? See, this is why I wish I was already a big streamer, because then I can have chat saying, "No, you already it looked like that. It's fine. It's okay. It look better like that." But at the same time, like that, I don't want to get too lazy. Yeah, I'm streaming so that I can outsource thinking power to other people. What am I thinking? What's that? Oh, this is like another survival ship that I tried to make. That didn't go very well. And this is the first ship I ever made in Space Engineers 2. Is beautiful, is it not? If I go in, I can kick stuff. Watch this. Yeah, let's go. Let's kick something. Kick that ship. And there's the wind up. Kick! Oh, damn. Let's try it again. Oh, shit. That's cool. That kind of worked. Right, that's enough messing around. Let's get down to business. So the music of this game is really stirring up my creative juices. So I have this back. What I want to build up next is to ensure that the engineering areas have enough space. At the same time, I want to build out the landing structure next because you have this really long ass back. And typical landings, for me at least, need to have some kind of flair. So, what I can do here is instead of eating up more of what's supposed to be this pathway, I feel like I should start the landing gear somewhere here in this area over here. So let's just build out the pathway a little bit more. It's going to be a tight squeeze, so I think that a 3 wide is going to be more than enough space. Let's just make that. There we go. So we have this. We now have a 3 wide. I'm just gonna put that there to just to mark out the maintenance. The maintenance. What's that called? The maintenance crawl space, the engineering deck, the engineering bay, whatever. If I really want to, I can always modify this line of blocks here to make it more sleek and kind of fold into the ship a little bit more. But for now, I need to focus on making the landing gear. So I like that when you put 2 landing gears together, it makes this interesting footprint. But I'm just afraid it won't it won't look good enough on a ship that's significantly bigger. So I'm gonna test out if this looks good as a forer. There. There. That doesn't look bad actually. It looks pretty dope. I think that looks nice. That's a nice big foot. You know what they say about guys with big feet. I'm sorry. I need another sip of coffee now. Yeah. Take a shot of coffee and then take a sip of water. Give me a bit. Where's my cat? Kitty? Are you there? Oh, Kitty's sleeping already. That's fine. Let's not disturb her. So yeah. So I kind of like the 4. Does that look fun? So I'm trying to imagine that over here now. I feel like for something like this, I need bigger landing gear. So I'm just gonna sort of prototype what the landing gear's footprint should look like. Eh, eh. There we go. Oops. Yeah. So I'm gonna place that down. So the landing gear structure, I really can't wait for rotors, pistons, and hinges like they did in SE1 because I loved Clang. I invited Clang with a lot of my creations, and that just it just adds so much depth to the game. It's just something I can't wait for. So anyway, landing gear. That's too small. That's medium size. I want a big honkin' landing gear assembly. I don't like that. Not enough. Is this too much? The only way we can find out if it's too much is if it's too much. Words of wisdom to live by. Alright. How's that look? That's looking a little better actually. Let's take that away, paste it, and then kind of just, ooh, shit, jump scared. And then just kind of imagine that right there. Perspective. Let's bring that closer. So, there we go. There we go. So if I was to build this right there, how does that look? So imagine now two of those on each side. I'm just gonna pretend that you can easily jump up and reach there. If not, I can always sort of semi-extend this down. So I'm immediately noticing a pretty large problem personally regarding this landing gear positioning. One is that for me, it's a little far from the back. This doesn't feel right. Ish. Or does it? I don't know. Ah. But what if does that look nice? Perhaps. 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 Maybe? What the? Oh, damn. That's hot. Alright, I like this landing gear design. Feels good. I can always just maybe fill it in a little bit. I think that's a good idea. Just like this. Just a little bit. That looked nice. Perhaps. If I'm not getting sold on it. I feel there's something there that needs to happen. Let's move this away. Let's move this away and focus on the landing gear for now. So I like the step. It feels appropriate. This feels like an appropriate size for a ship this size. So what I'm just gonna do now, I'm going to build up this landing gear. I'm going to turn on symmetry. Please, followers and viewers, let me know if my audio is fine. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This is not YouTube. Anyway, let's keep going. If I do this, Did I? Ah, okay. That's what happened. Yeah, there. I put that there, and then I put this here. There we go. Question is, does that look like it's going somewhere? Landing gear technically has should look more, what's the word? Bare bones. Like you see the design language. I love using the word design language. I watch too much morphologists. You see the design language of this landing gear over here. I have no qualifications to be using that word, but I'm gonna use it anyway. So you see the design language of this foot. Starting with the feet. Uh, starting with the feet. You can tell that I watch Roanoke as well. I am getting off track again. So, starting with the feet, you see how it kind of evokes movement. Oh, what am I saying? What? It's more skeletal. That's what I'm trying to say. You notice how it feels like, if we were to put it in biological terms, this feels like the bones and muscles, all right? While this feels like the shell. Where am I? This part feels like the shell. This part feels like the skin and the shell, right? You can immediately tell looking at this. This is skin, this is guts, or whatever. Okay, okay, whatever. I'm not sure if I should be saying that. So instead of making it big thickums, it shouldn't be big thickums. It should not be big thickums energy. Exit. I need to remove these. I need to make it look a little more skeletal. What the? Why did I delete that but not delete this? I am quite new to Space Engineers 2. There were a lot of changes that they made between 2 and 1. Like rotating over here uses control WASD, while in Space Engineers 1 I could use the home and delete page down assembly of keys on the keyboard. But it's an adjustment. I like the graphics. I like the performance of Space Engineers 2, especially since I'm running this on 1080p. My laptop's at 5060, and I'm surprised that it's running pretty okay. And the stream looks. Oh no. Is the stream okay? I don't know if the stream is okay. Is this. Please, please tell me I haven't just been talking to the intro scene of Space Engineers 2. I don't know. I'm new. I'm so new to this. Wait, I need to check. I'm checking. I'm checking. So it looks fine. It's just not updating on my phone. Well, I'll check the VOD later, but on OBS it shows like it's tracking what I'm doing anyway. And now it's showing properly on my phone. It's okay. Let's see. Okay, let's continue. Where was I? I want to focus. Focus. So I want to make the skeletal, the landing gear look both skeletal, at the same time powerful. Landing gear is the first thing that touches down on anything, and a lot of media I've seen shows like when the landing gear of a large ship or a small ship touches down, it's always this moment of awe for me. And I want to be able to, I can't words. I want to be able to see. Maybe this is why I should have just went straight into YouTube. But at the same time, I'm starting streaming because I don't want to edit right away. Let's see where this goes for us. All right. So I want to be able to show gravitas when this thing touches down on a planet. Oh, I want this to like just bam. Okay, maybe that was too strong. I just wanted like ooh. Boom. No, that sounded way too slow. It's more of like a thud. Boom. There, more like that. I make sound effects. Yay. So anyway, this isn't feelings. This feels weak. This feels very weak for me. At the same time, I already like the size of the footprint. What if I... This is connected that way, this is connected that way. What if I remove these? Is that still fine? That's still fine. What if I move these? Why are you not showing? There we go. Huh? Huh? Ah, it came off. It's alright, it's alright. I got this. I am cool, calm, and collected. I'll just paste this structure back. Come to think of it, this looks really nice. The shape is very... Ah. 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 I think I understand now. Yes. Let's start over again. I know what must be done. So I'm going to start off. Face this way. I'm going to start a new grid. New grid there. Press R, face that, face that. I am going to start with a half. I deleted this too soon. I need this for reference. That's fine for now. So I'm gonna take this. I really liked how imagining this thing up here, halfway, so to speak, like a little like this. So I'm just gonna do that. Perfect. Yes. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Like that. Exactly that. That's perfect. I needed that. That's giving. That's giving. So let's try that again. Change pane. I like pane. I'm gonna place that right there. There we go. So let's just try to add my idea from earlier. Make it look like this. So now this looks more like one piece. And then we just go back to this and do that. And then go back. This 8. Do that. Do that. And oops, wrong block. Huh? Oh, there. That feels a little better. A little better. A little bit. I see. I see. Landing gear. Skeletal. And then from here, we use a slope. And then here you use a slope too. Exactly. That is giving. That is giving. I am not using that term properly, but that is giving. That is so much nicer. I think, personally. Your opinion doesn't matter, only my opinion matters. Wow. Alright. So I want the landing gear to have a light. Do we have lights? Let's check. Light. What kind of lights do we have? Light, 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 light. Oop. There. So I want to be able to have lights. What's this? It is a corner light. I'm gonna turn off that for a bit. Oop, I pressed T accidentally. So you see, I want to put in Space Engineers 1 there were these half block spotlights. It was a DLC. They don't have that yet here. But this would be just perfection right there. But I can make that work. I can make that work. So for here, continue on with the skeletal design in mind. That's fine. I touched it accidentally. It's okay. I just have to delete. Then bring it back. That's nice. I like that. So the additional cool thing about this hole here is I just thought of this. I can put thrusters there. And while there are no hinges, pistons, or rotors, that was a bad French accent. Where was I going with this? While there are no mechanical linkages for movement yet, I'm just going to put thrusters in there. What kind, you ask? I have no idea. I'm going to take another sip of coffee. I am going to take another sip of coffee. And with that, my coffee is finished. So, this looks skeletal. That looks nice from afar. That looks nice from afar. I dig it up close. So now we have what we need to design a sort of mounting bracket for it. Let's bring. What kind of thrusters do I want to put there, though? This is too close to the ground. I do not like that. So we're going to. Now I need to resolve. I need to make sure that this skeletal design, calling it skeletal, I'm not going to call it anything else. You know what I mean. This skeletal design needs to talk to, it needs to meld, it needs to, you can't see, but I'm putting my fingers together in a non-obscene way. It needs to blend. I need to make it so that it blends. It needs to make sense with this. So for now, since I want thrusters in it, I will I will temporarily put those there so that I can lift the thrusters by one. Does that look fine? I'm not sure if I like how that looks. How do I how do I how do I breathe without you? Eh, eh, the snapping. I settings, controls, controls, help, controls. Okay. Uh-huh. No advanced controls. Snapping size increase, decrease, period, comma. All right. It's already at 0.25. Period, comma, period, comma, period. There we go. Does that look better? That feels a little better. Keep that as is for now. Am I happy with this? Perhaps. I'm going to keep it like that for now until I think of something better. So we now have footpads with thrusters. Very nice, very chic, very wow, much functional. So now the connection. This is big. This is very big. That is big. I don't regret making it that big. It's fine. On two of those side by side. This middle section will probably go best on this block over here. So yeah, that's nice. That's the ticket. But the thing is, I need to be able to screw it. Because my dilemma right now, I am struggling with this, is if I place this directly at this level, if I match this, see this edge right here, this face, this flat space. See this flat space? Yeah, that flat space. If I match that flat space with this flat space, you end up with 2 blocks high. You have 2 blocks there like that. You need to be able to jump 2 blocks high. I'm not sure if the character can jump that high. But in the absence of hinges and whatnot for actual ramps, we will make do with the tools we have. I might extend this lower. We will make do with the tools we have. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I want to place it at that height. So that's kind of tiny. That makes it short. The dilemma. I'm still here. I'm just thinking. Ooh, ooh, shabalaba ding dong. Bang, bang. Got this. Got. Oh, look at the little legs. Oh, you. I don't want this to be in line with that because the flashlight will not make sense. So to fix that, we're just gonna build a little bit more. I don't like that. That's ugly. Why did I think that? Ugh. No, then it sticks out too much. The only possible reason. Go. I do not even know what I'm talking about right now. Just keep going. There. That's nice. I like where this is going. Yes. Let me take that. Rebuild this here. 0.25. 0.5. I will remove that later. That looks fine. Let me add a little wrap just like that. Oh, yeah, let's do that. I like that. So now from here, if I remember right, there is no like this, but smaller and wider, unless I use the detail block. In Space Engineers, actually, like there used to be a block that's like that. I don't think there is a block like this in Space Engineers 2. If there is, please correct me. I am open to change, but I feel like this is the only way to do this. And then I do that like this. And this is fine because it keeps the landing gear exposed for maintenance, and as stark, as aggressive this angle is, the swoosh, whoop, plack. You understand me? This swoosh, click, plack. This 90-degree, I don't like this 90-degree angle, but I like to think it works. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm telling myself it's fine. Look what I did, that's wrong. Too much too much style. So now I'm just gonna put this over here. Fill this out again. Keep your calm. Engineer is calm. So now we are at an interesting situation where do I want the back to look like the front? And the answer that I just came up with right now is no, I don't. Because the beauty of creative, I don't know, it was bullshit. So there. Oh, that looks fine by me. And then for the back, for the back. For the back, what looks nice? What will look nice? I'm thinking, hear my think out loud chat. Hear my think out loud device. I'm thinking one way to do it is to have a sort of split tail. Like and split tail that. And I feel like that would go nice with the overall design of the ship that I'm trying to go for. Can you still hear me? I can still hear me. That looks fine. Another thing is to just have it taper longly. I can just taper it longly like that. Decisions. At the same time, if I taper it longly, it's just gonna look like that. Let's go with the dovetail first and see how we feel about it. The reason I'm streaming right now is my theme for this year is to just do it. Talked about streaming before and I never got anywhere with it. When I say I never got anywhere with it, it's like I never did anything stream before. But actually, I'm having a good time, even though there's nobody here. And I like about this because I don't get to talk about this with other people. You know who you are if you're listening. So yeah, that's the start of the dovetail. I don't know why I'm calling it a dovetail. Not even sure if that's the right term for it. So now you just take this. Is that? Yeah. That looks fine. Huh. Maybe. Maybe. Let's build this out a little bit more here on the side. It's a bit more detailing. Yes. This is gonna be difficult because I can't put what? Oh, I can put blocks here, not in there. So it's gonna look a little awkward. But we work with the tools we have. Work with the tools we have. There. Okay, so if I'm coming in at a 30-degree pitch up, if I'm coming in like this, I want the back to touch first. And the only way this part is gonna hit the ground is if I try to land. And there's no way any pilot is going to land that high. It's fine. This amount of flare in the back is just fine. It's just fine. I said it's just fine. Okay, you see the problem here now is top looks fine. The back is going to look a little weird. So here is my solution. Since I can't put blocks back there, I'm just going to fill that like so. Then I will actually turn this into one block. Optimization. The question is, do I want this to go all the way back or do I like it like that? So you can't really see it from the outside. Kind of I'm fine with how the texture looks like that. So now I want to add a rear light to this. God, I'm just making the landing gear. I can just copy paste it. Now I have this like that. Perfect. That's nice. So now I have the front light and the rear light. You could argue like the rear light won't be able to be seen from here, but come on, it's a game. I don't need to follow. What the? I don't know if you heard that, but my cat pressed the phone button even though there's food in her plate. Come here. I'm gonna have you say, make your debut as well. No, no, no. Where are you? Where are you? Hmm? Oh, right. Meow for the stream. Hello. Ah, meow. 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 Okay, I'll put you down now. I'm sorry. Just want to show you. Down you go. Also, you already have food. I don't. You don't need more. There. All right. All right. Going back to this. Back to this. So, what am I? What was I doing? Don't know what I was doing. Damn, the cat wiped my memory. That's fine. So this is the landing gear foot. It's it's starting to it looks like a little bug. I don't know if I like that. Okay, sure, fine, I like that. No, I don't know if I like that. I'll just add a little more greebling. Yeah, I cannot. I am a devil bug now. What am I saying? Remove that. Screw it. I'm fine with this. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Okay, now how do we... I need to build this out a bit more. Is that... It's gonna have to be. So in this game, I can actually control P, click, control P, and then scroll. So that's the selection now. I left click, click, can do that. And on the other side, it copies pretty well actually. If it's just in a line. If you copy something like this entire thing, it tends to get wonky on the other side for the symmetry. Ask me how I know. Alright, so we have a foot. We have a foot. I can do this. If I place a block there, and if I place a block here, is that what I wanted to do? I don't know. My creative juices are starting to get tapped out already. It's only been an hour. I need to... My goal for tonight is just tonight, today, to evening, to morning, today. My goal for today is resolve this with that. So to make this work, I need to build out some kind of fairing. Is that the right word? Fairing? I need to buy... I need to build some sort of cowl. And the best way to do that is just to remove that, copy, paste, and then remove this, copy. Increase the... cannot increase the snap. Does that look fine? I need to check the stream if it registered that food button press. Give me a bit. I how do I... 5 minutes, I'm checking on cat. Give me a bit. What's going on? I am back. So I taught my cat how to push a button. And the button just says food. Semi regret doing it because she pushes it whenever she wants food or attention. It's mostly more attention. And it is right now the evening where I live. And what the it's backwards. It's backward. The symmetry. To take this, copy it, it. I remember right. It was around like that. I hope. Oops. That looks fine. That's fine. That's correct. Ah, that's better. So anyway, yeah, I trained my cat how to push a button when she needs food. She presses it. She presses it sometimes. I give her food and she doesn't eat it. So it's like, what did you want? So right now she's just staring at the door. I think she wants to go back out into the living room workshop. No, I think she's just zoning out. I think she's fine. All right. So we have the landing gears in place. Quite a nice footprint. Now we just rip everything to shreds because I don't like how it looks. I don't like. God. Huh. Think, 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 think. So I need to remove this part. This doesn't make sense anymore. These. There we go. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Need to. I know what I need to do. This. Remove this. Remove both of them. Yes. So I just need to take this again. Eh, 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 eh. Did I do it? Did I do it? That I didn't do it? That is wrong. I did an oopsie. I did what did I want to do? I want, I want that corner and that. I feel like that's a better outcome for this system. So it has to move half a block further. Does that still look fine? Yeah, looks fine. I know I'm gonna have to take this apart again. Is it though? Is it though? No, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Back to the drawing board. Ah! Oops. Hmm? Take that. Take that. Remove that. So I need to resolve this block right here with this block right here. Right here. I really need to work on enunciating the end of all of my words. Yeah. I need to drink water. Ah, that's good. Alright, so the only way we can resolve those two surfaces is by let's make a copy of this first. Copy. Nope. Nope. There. If I was going to remove this and then replace it with the superior model. Am I saying superior? It hasn't even been launched yet. That goes there. That goes there. Now we design around how that looks. How that looks. Yes. Take that, put that there. And so this needs to make contact with the frame. Yeah. So now the question is, I can resolve this two ways. One way is to do this. Call that a day. Which doesn't look bad, especially if you imagine it stuck over there. It gives a nice center. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead with this. This side though will probably have to look different. Just copy this. Stick it on for now. How does that look from underneath? That looks pretty good from underneath. Wait, wait, wait. Does that look fine? Does that look fine? I suddenly feel like I should turn this around. Like this light should be here in the back. And then you can't see what I'm doing with my hand, but I'm imagining this being like flipped like that. Like that. And not this. Whoop, shwoop, like that. Like this. Shwoop. Hmm. Hmm. Decisions. It's fine. This is the original plan. looks fine from over here. Not too bad. You can just have I don't know what that was supposed to be anymore, but screw it. Fine. Yeah. So now that I have that kind of connection, what do I want to do with it? I don't want to make it any longer. I really don't want to make it any longer. So the only way I see this getting resolved is by that, that. Am I on the right track? We ball. We ball. Let's go. Oops. That seems fine. So now I'm gonna change this. Change that. Might not have to change the other part, but let's cap this off. Cap this off. Capsicum. Capsicum is another word for bell pepper. I'm not sure if it's another word or if that's the actual name. Capsicum. Damn it. Hello? Testing? Alright. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. The juices are still fresh in my mind. What shapes do I have as detail? Okay, so a 1 by 1 slope. Yeah, a 1 by 1 slope doesn't have the 2 by 1 slope. That's fine. Alright. So I can cut this off. Like that. And then replace this with detailing. That works. That's hot. It's not, well, it is my fault, but like, it feels too sticky out. I'm gonna need to add more greebling underneath. I need to add more detail underneath. Because this looks so heavily detailed, which, well, that was my intent. That's the whole reason why we designed it separately. I'm gonna do more than just this to make sure it comes together right. But for now, that's fine. I can live with that. Let's just experiment a little. Let's experiment a little. I am going to experiment a bit. Oh, there is a Looks nice. I am not afraid. That helps, but there's just no design under here yet. But at least extending the landing gear a little bit downward is giving me a little bit more space to play. This way I can come up with like different ramps and whatnot. Hmm. And the question is, do I like how this looks? Because I can't put block in there. Or. See, this is the problem with space engineers. So much freedom. Remove this, remove that, do this, add that, like this, like that, bring this out, twist it, pop it, like that, like this, yes, 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 twist, 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 remove this, and now that eats further in. What's that? Hello? Oh my gosh, this entire time you couldn't hear the game music. Ah, an hour and 30 minutes in and there was no game audio. Oh my god. It's alright. My first stream. It's fine. I'll get better. So this looks fine by me for now. I'm just gonna leave it like that. And I'm just gonna do the same over here. My problem is connecting the skeletal design with the shell design. Weenie weenie. We do that with Reblade. I'm not sure if I'm using the word Reblade correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. Yes. The power. Yes. Doesn't look bad. I'll work on it. Yes. 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 Maybe. Is this where I want it to be? Oh, no, 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 no. Uh-oh. No, it's fine. Got this. I won't miss. Yes. Yes. I don't like how this looks anymore. I'm over it. It's a bad design. Sticks out too much. For now though, I'm going to keep this there. What I want to do is connect this outside part down here in a sort of... Is the word cowl correctly? Am I using the word correctly? Cowl? I'm gonna look it up. I need to know. Like, on small... not necessarily just small planes, but in planes, it's a cowl. Airplane... is a streamlined removable cover around the aircraft's engine. The engine. How about for the landing gear? I think it's called a fairing. Fairings, airplane. Aircraft fairings are smooth, streamlined covers that smooth airflow over gaps, joints, and components like landing gear. Yeah, it's a fairing, not a cowl. I want to create a sort of fairing that goes over here. So in the end, I'm gonna a cute design though. I'm gonna rip this out. I like where this is, so I just need to make the right choice. No second guessing. Let's do this. Keep it going. Keep it going. Find the vision. See, most ships and space engineers aren't about performance. I need to feel good flying. A lot of my fighter ships and Space Engineers 1 had horrible fuel capacity. That's exactly how I liked it. It's fine. Where do you want to take this? I'm going to take this all the way. Yes. what I need to do. So you see this part over here, this part right here. I'm actually gonna turn that flat like this, and then I'm gonna extend it out like that. To do that, to this entire section, just like that. And then remove this, and then going to build better tomorrow with an just system. Wait. Okay. Just a little bit. And then, oh, oops, sorry. Yes. I have to do the exact same thing on that side because I'm not doing it in symmetry mode. And it's not in symmetry mode, but it's fine. It's okay. So from here. There's if I yeah, so I should be making this no time to doubt if that was the right play. Just keep going. But fuck it. Ah. Alright. Fine. I lost it. It's gone. Right back to this one. Not too thick. It's not. Going. Opportunity for greatness will soon reveal itself. Boy, what you talking about? Ah. Hour and 36 into the stream. Let's see how we're doing. One viewer. That's fine. To remove that. Yeah. The scribbling is wrong now. Removing it gives me a bit more of a blank canvas to Nothing is intrusive. The design doesn't undermine. I want this to be even. This has to be. At least this early into the landing gear needs to be. Just find a way to make it. It's fine. I don't like I just I'm not sure. No, it doesn't fit. It doesn't look right. This is distracting me. I like how this is speaking to me. I'm not sure about this side of it, especially knowing that I'm only working with one detail block. I could extend it. I need to move its entire assembly one forward. No. No. This is how we're going to do it. Just gonna ball. Yes. It is. I'm just gonna have to carry that design. Yeah, I'll call that some kind of vent. And now for this. This needs to... I need to start learning this. So the way I'm gonna do that is right. This is a good one. I like how it feels better. Sure, sure, if that's okay. I feel like I tried too hard to do this. And I could just Ooh. Feels a bit better. I think. I this. Ooh, I don't like that. Abort. That's better. Yeah. So now that's resolved. That replace. Yes. Change it later. 1 hour 50 minutes. Let's check to see if this is too big. No, it's fine. Let's do this. And that. This. Now. This. That. That. Yes. Now that looks nice and chunky. Add breathing here. So it's here action. need to extend this. Needs to be solid. Yes. 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 Oh, it's just a matter of yes. Damn it. Need to move this forward. That's it. That's nice. Ish. This needs to be a drone. I'm getting quite now. Last drink of water. Ah, good. All right. Just finish this up before I call it a night. If the boy wants to swim in dangerous waters, who are we to deny him? That's good. It's going to be solid now anyway. This is going to be so annoying to add up to. I know how this has to look. This slope is going to continue, then it's going to be flat. It's going to continue on this side. It's going to wrap up. I guess this is the side part of the ship already. Then I'll resolve this corner in the next stream. Thanks for watching. This was pretty insane. That was quite tiring. I see. I see. Well, I did say I wanted the landing gear to have gravitas. But better way to have depict gravitas than with something big and honkin'. I like that. Yes. Ooh. Yes. But this is going, and then this is going to gonna wrap up. Yes. Yes. Just a bit more. This is going. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Maybe just a little bit more, just to see. Yes. That's a good start. I'm ending it here. 2 hours is fine. I am going to rest now. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, friends. I'll probably just... I don't know what I'm gonna do to make this fit over here, but we'll see. See y'all.